Hey everybody, I am LIVE Live for this little showcase of fabrics. We got in some special new fabrics and they did arrive. I was so worried they weren't. So I have tape. That's immaterial. I have a little glass of wine and water for testing. And my personalized water board for fabric only, not for people. And I'm going to get ready. Okay, first, before we go into this brand new fabric that we just got today, I'm going to do a quick overview for everybody of all the fabrics that we have. So, it's not every color of every fabric, but it's pretty much all the types of fabric and the sort of nuances. And I'm just going to describe everything a little bit because I think that's something that's lacking when you order something online, even though we try and painstakingly pick fabrics that sort of meet your criterion as far as use and style and all that. There's little nuances that you might not notice. So I'm going to try and go over all those, just kind of give an overview of fabrics for people who aren't so familiar with fabrics, which I wouldn't expect everybody to know about fabrics. I learned about fabrics doing this. So we're going to start off with canvases. Canvas is probably it's definitely the most popular outer fabric option for all the holsters that we make. It's durable. It's washable. Now there's a caveat with washing that you have to be careful, and there's certain steps you need to do to wash. So I prefer if you email me and I'll send you information on how to wash it before you do. So it keeps its shape, and so you know how to kind of reshape it if it gets muffled in the dryer, if you dry it in the dryer or whatever. But, I should have dusted these fabrics. I am so amiss. Actually, I was a little rushed because I was really worried the fabric wouldn't show. Okay. A lot of people like black. Well, this is a basic black canvas. Holding it up so everybody can see. Basic black cotton canvas. Soft, but it's durable. Now, it's black, but it's cotton. It's not as black as this black. As you can see, I think it's pretty evident that these two blacks are different. This one, basic black canvas. This one is actually it's one of the two darkest blacks I have. And so I often, if you want something really black, like I have customers go, I want something really, really black. Well, I don't recommend this one. I'll recommend one of these two. This one is Outback canvas. I love this fabric. It's lightweight. It's really durable. It has a really tight weave. So it actually has even though it doesn't have it's not any waterproofing stuff on it unless you get it. It actually wicks the water a little because it's such a tight weave, and that makes it also really durable. And then the other one I recommend that is maybe even just a teeny bit blacker black than that one is this one. This one's a brushed canvas. Difference in the brushed canvas is what they do is they brush it. That makes sense. With a little brush, and then okay, I'm just looking to see. No comments. Good. Okay. It's brushed so it has a soft texture. It still has a certain amount of rigidity. It's still really durable. This canvas is a little bit more durable, this Outback canvas, but this is really durable too, and it has this really kind of just soft feel to it. Almost a velvety, but not to the extent of velvet. So there's your black canvases. Those are the ones I use most. Someone who wants more of an antique-y look, I would maybe go with this one, this more matte black. Okay, gray's second most popular. This is another brushed canvas. This is graphite. This is super popular. It's really beautiful. I love it. It's such a great gray. But we also have this gray, which is, sort of in between. as far as like darkness, but it's got a little of an almost purpley tint here. Let me hold them up. So this is the graphite, and this is charcoal. But this one is a poly cotton blend. This is really durable. We also have that, excuse me, here it is. We also have that in black, so you could do that as well. And I didn't have a sample handy, but the color is really close to the Outback canvas, so I'd recommend that too. Tends to be really water wicking too, because it's got that really tight weave. And then we've got this. This is a steel gray. This is a looser weave canvas. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to hold them up. Maybe you can see the difference in the weave. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll include some pictures later if I put this on the website so you can see. But this is kind of an all-around, like cotton. It's very cottony, kind of like that first black I showed you. So those are the really popular colors. But some of those really fantastical holsters, that one's micro suede. I don't know. It's hard to see those pictures that I have. But look at all these great colors we have. And we have more. I mean, not all of them in stock, but everything from like this beautiful Viking purple that's looking a little bluer in my screen than it actually is. So keep that in mind, that monitors will change the color well. This cute, like kind of Barbie pink. This turquoise, really nice. Recent bag. End of last year done with this. This is a really neat one. It has like a cool, it's a brushed canvas as well, and it's a burgundy, but it's got this really kind of cool, almost like denim texture to it. And then of course this great avocado green. And the cool thing is, I'm going to show you in a little bit. I'm going to pull some of these out because I waxed some, so you can see what a waxed canvas will look like, and you'll see that the color changes when you wax them. So I'm going to hold those out so you can see, and maybe, I don't know, I think a black. But there's also some cool kind of specialty canvases. There's this. It comes in a few different colors, red, black, I think kind of a dusty blue. We have camo. This is a desert digital camo, and it's actually Marpat marine camo with a marine insignia. I get it from an Army surplus store. I have woodland, and I can get, you know, an array of camos. So anybody interested in that? We also have, there's prints. There's not a ton of them. Oh, this one's upside down. Not a ton of different prints, but there's some really cool ones, and they're getting more and more. This is a really cool one. It's kind of these tropical flowers with kitties, and it's in these like turquoise kind of things. Tori, anyway. But those are all the canvas options. So I'll just kind of throw them down around here so you can see. Denim. Denim's next. Okay, you know, typical blue jean denim, indigo. It's beautiful. It's durable. I think the canvas is a little bit more durable. I'll have a chart that I'm going to put up on the website, and I'll probably put a edited version of this video up there too. But it'll talk about the durability, stainability, washability, wow factor, you know, all that kind of stuff. Here is a brush. Oh no, that's just a regular potting soil brown canvas. It's a really great, rich brown color. Done a few bags in that color. Here is a spruce or hunter green, really nice, rich, dark green, brushed, so it's got that softer feel. Brushed cloud gray denim. We have black denim. That's another cloud gray. Oh, and then we have some specialty denims as well. This one is what I call a textured denim. It's a red rust. You'll see how that looks when it's waxed as well. It looks totally different. So there's denim. Denim's a great choice. It's durable, but it's a little bit forgiving, and it's kind of cool without being too fussy. So then we're going to move on to the micro suedes. It is pretty apparent that there's a lot of color options in these crazy micro suedes. And just so you know, the micro suedes are non-animal. They are a synthetic. Unfortunately, these are not washable in the washing machine. They can be dry cleaned and they can be spot cleaned. But they actually have a natural water wicking and stain resistance as well, and they can also be sprayed with Scotchgard. So they can't be waxed, but we've got this beautiful tide pool kind of tealy aqua. We have turquoise. We have this saddle brown, which is just a really rich brown. Just a crimson red, a burgundy. This gray is so popular, and black is popular. And then this blue. This is a passion blue. We have other blues available too. Well, there's some of the. I don't know. It's hard to see. But anyway, this is an option as well. It's very luxurious. They're really soft to the feel, and they tend to be kind of stain resistant and stuff, so they're kind of a nice option, but like I said, they aren't as washable, so there's that trade-off. Okay, oh, what is that one? Okay, now we're going to go on to corduroy. I love a corduroy bag. I have a corduroy bag. I love it. Corduroy will, over time, wear at the edges, just kind of like denim and canvas will. You know, like if you have a canvas bag. Canvas will wear the lace. Denim will wear like a pair of jeans, kind of. This will wear a little more. I don't know if any of you are old enough to have had a pair of corduroy pants as kids. I had a yellow pair of extra wide flare hip hugger. They were banana yellow, and they were hilarious. So I love them, but they would wear like at the knees and stuff. So over time they will wear, but we have a few different kinds. We have this one, this is all cotton corduroy. This is a charcoal gray, a really popular choice. This burgundy is really popular. Here's a navy. This is a lighter blue. I would definitely get stain proofing like Scotchgard or something on that one. And then we have these other two different kinds of, I don't like this one as much, but it's a polyester. It's more stain resistant, a little more rugged. And then this one, okay, this fabric is hard to get these days, but it is absolutely beautiful. This one I think is called, we call it Midnight, the color, but it's a really dark gray. I don't know if you can tell. It shimmers, and it's soft like a puppy's ear. It's just, I love it. You just want to pet it. I have some aqua blue as well in that. And then some water. Next we have, if you have any questions, I don't think there's anybody here. But if you have any questions after, just put them in the comments and I will get to them. Okay, moving on. Another really luxurious fabric that we have is this upholstery velvet. And it's a velvet. It's not like crushed velvet like a prom dress. It's like more like a velvet couch. And it's beautiful. It has great like undulating luster. I don't know if you can tell. Like in here, I'm kind of moving it around. We'll see. This one you can tell more of the kind of the colors sort of undulate in here. And it comes in, I don't know if I think all these colors are available. I'm not sure. There's also some like reds and I believe an eggplant color in this as well. These make a great bag. They make great structure in the bag, and they're pretty darn durable. Just kind of like a velvet couch. You know, they say, oh, velvet couch, you know, oh, it's so fancy, but no, it's actually pretty darn durable. I love those options. There's also the option, this isn't as durable. Do I have it upside down? Yeah. This is basically a jacquard fabric, which is basically a weave. It's a little less durable, but if you're not like a dog trainer or something and you're ordering a bag and you kind of want it just to look pretty, we have a few of these weaves that are really cool. This one I really love. This is a Blackbird upholstery fabric weave, and this one's actually really heavy duty, and it's almost like it's a velvet in parts, you know, and it's really beautiful. This fabric I actually don't recommend. I can do it, but I always back it. Some bark cloths are like this where I have to back them. Other ones are thick enough and they're fine, but these loose weaves and burlaps and stuff like that, I don't recommend them. If you have your heart set on one, I might be able to work with it, but I don't recommend it. This is another outdoor fabric. We're sort of getting into these outdoor fabrics now. This one, it's not waterproof really, but it is an outdoor fabric, so it's a little water resistant. It's this great, gorgeous green. It's a little shimmery. It's got a nice feel to it. This one doesn't have the great feel to it. It has this kind of more polyester feel, but it is definitely water resistant, and it has a great color and great texture. I don't know if you can see the texture very well from here. This one has like a nubbly sort of weave texture to it. And that's basically all, like pretty much all the types of fabrics. I didn't show you all the colors, but we also have, it's time for the water test. Oh wait, the new fabrics. Let me show you the new fabrics. Can't believe I almost forgot. Okay, look at that. These are waterproof canvas. Now, they are 100% polyester fabrics. However, they're pretty cool. My husband just like, I promised him a holster, and he said, you know what? I'm going to change the fabric of my holster. I want this on the outside, because he liked it so much. Really brilliant colors. These, I doubt they're going to fade. Some of the other like cotton fabrics will fade over time, especially corduroy and stuff like that. So I do like a sun guard UV protectant on most of those fabrics. I'll usually do it for free, or upgrade if you have one of those fabrics that tends to fade over time in the sun. But these ones, I don't think they're going to fade. I haven't done any tests. I just got them today, but they're pretty magnificent. Now they're shiny. Oh, wow. This looks so blue in my camera. So just know this is really purple. So if the colors aren't looking, and this is really teal, and this is really pink, and this is really red, and that's really beigey brown. That's really gray, and that's really black. But anyway, so that's what we got. So these are the new fabrics. So I did a sewing test on them. They seem to work pretty good. And next up, well, where's the purple one? Next up, we're going to do water tests. Okay, so I have stuff coated with Scotch Guard. I have waxed items, and I have waterproof items. So I'm going to pull out some of these that seem to say they're kind of water resistant, or if they have like a coating on them. And we're going to go from there. Here, why don't I pull out a piece of that as well? And here, why not? That one. Okay, we're going to stuff all these over here. Oh yeah, first I'm going to show you the difference in color on the wax ones. Just so you see, like, this is waxed black canvas. That is not the same black though. It is this same black. And you can see that it's actually a little kind of muddied, but it's got this really stiff quality to it because it's been waxed. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple more wax ones. Okay, remember I said this one really looks different waxed? Look at that. It darkens it, it reddens it, and then it gets that gray when it gets the like bends in it. It has those really cool sort of like worn waxed things. So it creates a completely different look. We have this fabric waxed. And you'll see, look at that. Look how different that looks. It's got dust on it. But look how different that looks. What else do we have waxed? Oh, we have the purple canvas waxed. Look at that. I mostly only wax canvas. I'll wax denim, but cotton. And the stiffness, the difference in the stiffness is quite a bit. If you like a rigid, stiff bag, definitely. And the wax is the superior waterproofing. It's the best. Look at that. This one's so cool because it darkens the green, but then in the crinkles, you know, you get the light green is back. I really love that one. It's totally cool. So I'm going to use that one as my waterproof test for that. So we're going to waterproof test waxed fabric, waxed canvas. We're going to see how Scotchgard watershed works on this light blue corduroy. We're just going to see how micro suede does. I'm not going to do the polka dot. Let's see. Why don't we want to see how camo does? This is a ripstop camo. That's just so strong. This stuff. This outdoor fabric. Of course, we'll do a test with. Here, let's use the purple of the brand new waterproof fabrics. Let's do just Outback canvas without any treatment. Let's try Scotchgard SunGuard on a gray canvas. Oh, we have another one with watershed. Where'd that go? I don't even know. It's hiding. Oh, it was a different material. So we have a denim with the watershed. These are different Scotchgards. Let's just Scotchgard again. So we're not going to worry about that one. Oh, yeah. And then we've got this one. Okay, these are two more natural alternatives than Scotchgard. Scotchgard does come in an aerosol canister. So it's not super environmentally friendly. These are pump bottles. One's English, and I can't remember the names off the top of my head. And the other one is American made. And to be honest, they don't work any better than regular Scotchgard. But if you don't want Scotchgard, these are less impactful to the planet. I also wanted to show you one more thing. Now, if you decide to get a waxed bag, you're like probably wondering, well, is the liner waxed? Generally, I Scotchgard the liner. But if you prefer, I can wax it. Now, oops, these are upside down. Now, we'll change the texture and feel of the fabric. And the wax always has kind of a little waxiness to it. But it doesn't really change the color too much. I'd say it yellows it just a little bit. This was done in beeswax mixed with paraffin. Most of these are done. I either use otter wax or a beeswax mix, but I can also get a vegan alternative, which is all plant-based waxes. It's not quite as neat, like it doesn't work quite as well, but waxing is so fantastic as far as water shedding and protection and durability of your bag. It even helps, but it does cost extra, just so you know. So, but I can wax the inside if you prefer as well. It just may change the color of the liner material just a little bit, because as you can see, it did change the colors of the outside fabrics quite a bit in some cases. Like the black's not so much, but I think the lighter the color or the brighter the color, I think the more it changes. So let me get these guys ready. I'm excited to try some of these. Okay. And do we have just like a regular, here's just a regular blue. What's the English one? Let me pick a canvas. It doesn't have anything on it. Okay, that one doesn't have anything on it. So that one's actually kind of a denim, but okay, let me move my display. Hello. I know this is the weirdest video. Now we're going to do the waterboarding. Up next, waterboarding. Okay. What do we want to see first? How about denim? Want to just see denim? What does denim do when you pour water on it? Ooh, hey babe, can you give me a towel so I can clean up my water mess?
Yeah.
Thanks, hon. Okay, here we go. Can you see? I'm hoping. Maybe I need to prop it up somehow. Well, I'm going to hold it up. Make sure you can see. So let me put this thing back. There we go. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Let me just tape all this stuff. Thanks for the towel. It's not red. Just kidding. Look at that. Okay. Here, we're going to do this all fancy now. Alrighty. Now you can see better. Because I'm going to lift it up a little bit when I waterboard it. Okay. Here we go. That's some denim. Pouring. There's a water. I don't know. Can you see? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have taped this. All right. So see that?
It looked good.
See? Ah. What, honey?
Look good.
Okay, see? Now I'm lifting it up, and this is just denim, doesn't have anything on it. It's soaked through the back, as you can see. But it didn't die. Just wet. But yeah, so no water resistance on plain denim. We have, ooh, what about you? Your canvas. This is Scotchgard Sun Guard. It also has a water wicking, like I think it's called Scotchgard Sun Guard waterproofing or whatever. So it doesn't, but I think it's more water resistant. Look, you can see it beads better, right? And this is just a couple coats. Beads better than the other one. So a lot of it's beading off, but there's a little bit of soak through, barely any. Now, if you sat out in the rain for hours and hours with this on, I have a strange feeling it would be really wet. But for just like kind of, oh, I was out in the rain for a few minutes or it was drizzling, but a huge deluge, I don't think it'd cut it. Here is Outback canvas with nothing on it. Oh, maybe I should sop up some of the water so it doesn't get soaked from the back before we even test it. Pouring it back in. Oh, there we go. Okay. You gotta clean up as you go, right? Okay. So there we've got the Outback canvas. Pour a little water on there. Now it actually beads up. If you can see, it beads up a little bit. And the cool thing about that is the reason that happens is because this is such a nice tight weave that it's really hard for water to get through. Now, if I look at the back, it's dry still, but over time, if you were out in the rain a lot, it wouldn't stay dry. But for light rain, you wouldn't even need to treat this. But imagine how great that'd be with some Scotchgard on it, or waxed even. Oh my, that'd be fantastic. Losing things. Okay, we're just gonna mop this one up. How about this? Brilliant, fabulous, just crazy ass lime green color. And this is an outdoor material. It's just kind of like for outdoor furniture and stuff. I get creative with the fabrics I choose. I want them to be durable. Now, this, I don't know if you can see, it puddles. Oops. But, and most of it runs off. But it's actually a pretty loose weave fabric. I don't know if you can tell. I haven't gotten any soak through onto the back yet, but I can feel that it's soaking in. So I would say this isn't waterproof. I'd say it's slightly water resistant. And if you did the like heavy duty Scotchgard, it might end up working out. I'm sorry I'm doing this, but it's easier just to pour it back. Now there's this fabric. I probably would line this fabric just because it's so thin. It's got a nice stiff texture, but I'm just not feeling like I'm feeling like it's going to seem wimpy. So we'll see. But I haven't used this one in a bag yet. But the color is just gorgeous. Now this really seems to be wicking. See, look at that. Yeah, it's just beading off. This is a marine fabric, and it's actually a weave, so I think it might actually soak through eventually, but it's actually staying dry on the outside. But it is holding water in it. I can see little beads of water kind of inside between the fibers, so I'm not sure that one is going to hold up for a long time, but that's another one that looks like it's water resistant. So I'm going to do that last because that's the peste resistance, right? So how about, I can't get it wet on the back before I start. Getting out of order. Okay, let's just try plain micro suede. Now, it does have a little drip that I got on it because I didn't clean out my waterboarding spot. Okay, now, whether you can see this or not, it does bead up and then it runs off. However, you can see it is soaking in and it is getting wet. If I turn it over, it's gone right through. So this is not water resistant. However, you know, it's not going to kill you to get it wet. Now we've got, oh, here's more Scotchgard water resistance. This one is denim. This one is the watershed version of Scotchgard. I've found that I think the Sun Guard actually is the best. And this, just on this denim, look, it's just, it's like fired. So I don't know. If the watershed is going to be like that, maybe I'm just not even going to use it. Now we have the watershed on corduroy, cotton corduroy. Let's see, does it perform better on corduroy? Maybe we, oh wow, now I see it beading. I see it beading, beads and bubbles. Did you see that? I beaded. And you know what? Look. Now it's a little bit thicker fabric. This is another one I'd say it'll really help with water resistance, but it's not going to be completely waterproof. These also, these Scotchgards, they're also stain protectors as well. And I do 3 coats, 3 really nice coats on every single holster that I do with, you know, that has it. So I'm not just doing one cheesy coat. And it takes a lot of time. Okay. This is, oops, military, Marpat, marine, ripstop. It actually, because it's a tight weave, kind of like the Outback canvas and stuff, and the poly blend, it actually, it's not wet on the back, but this is like, it's just because it's a nice tight weave, and it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that it's waterproof. It's just a tight weave, so it is naturally water resistant. Okay, this is that English one that's more eco-friendly. I promise I will put the name down. So if you want to get it yourself, you can buy it. This is on a brushed denim. Now look at this one. Did you see that? It all beaded up and ran off. However, it did soak through. So that's really weird. So most of the water is beading off, but there's some that's just soaking right through. Oh, and here is the other one. Here's the one, I can't remember the United Statesy one. I can't remember the name. Anyway, this is a fairly light weight canvas. So now look, it's beading. It's really beading. I don't know if you can see this. However, let's see. That beaded pretty well. Maybe I'm happy with this one. Oh my gosh. I'm impressed. Okay. I'm going to do some more tests, but this made me happy because there's hardly any water on the front of this and no water came on the back. So we're going to do some more tests with that and I'll give you guys an update on it. We're going to do a stain. We're going to do all of this with stains. We're going to do just a dirt stain a dry dirt stain, a wet dirt stain, an oil stain, and then like probably a wine stain or something like that. And we'll do that next video. And that'll be even more exciting. So I guess I'll just have to have another glass of wine for that. For the testing. All right, waxed canvas. You guys are going to be you're going to look at this and you're going to go, why didn't I wax mine? I know. Because I hate doing it because it's a pain in the ass. No, but, you know, if you pay me, I'll do it. Okay. Here we go. This beautiful avocado waxed. Okay, you got to see this. Look at this. Oh, my God. Dribbles and bubbles and... Look, it's even going behind. Look, okay, that just beat it off. Look, nothing. It's completely dry on the back. And nothing went through. And it's like, if I just kind of wipe this off, it's not even wet on the front. Truly waterproof. Wait, where's our fancy new material? I didn't test it yet. I lost it though. We're not gonna get a different one. I lost the new fabric samples. Where are they? Come here. I thought I had the purple one to test. Oh, here we're gonna test the gray one because I found it. Oh, wait, no, I just threw it in water. Okay. So, well, okay. Technical difficulties. Honest. I hardly had any wine. Okay. I don't know if I can use this one because it dropped it in the water. Oh, the purple one went. Those are little.
You saw the pink one.
I know, but the pink one's little. Okay, well, we'll use the gray one. It's not really that wet. Well, maybe it's. Okay, we'll use the black one. I know the pink one's little. I don't know what I did with the purple one. Okay, black waterproof canvas. Now, this is canvas. It's woven. It's a little bit shiny, but and it's completely polyester. No cotton whatsoever. However, it's waterproof. Beading, bubbling, running off. No water. This guy is impervious to waterboarding. Look at that. It just runs off. I can wipe it on my dress. And it's completely dry. There's nothing on the back. Yeah, this stuff is totally waterproof. These two, you want waterproof? Go waxed or go waterproof. That makes sense. Now, if you're okay with like slightly waterproof, like water resistant, pick whatever fabric you want and have me put the Scotch Guard or the American made spray on there because it actually really helps. And if you want to do maximum without doing waxed or polyester at all, then pick the Outback canvas and then go for heavy duty Scotch Guard, the Sun Guard. But that would be black or you could do the poly blend. That one was pretty waterproof too. So anyway, there was our waterboarding test for fabrics. Clear winners on waterproof are these two. There's my new colors. Showboarding them again. Ooh, showboard, showboat. I don't know. The purple. Just can't believe what happened to the purple. It completely disappeared. Someone's already stolen it because they loved it so much. Anyway, lots of fabrics to choose from. Look at that. Look at all these killer fabrics and more colors available than what I have here for you. So I know it's a really hard choice. Always is.